Well, we're back again, and we're going to continue with Nursite's story. Last time we were introduced to a couple of elements of magic of the Valle Abajo. And this is, of course, with the clan of the Nomen. There'll be other clans and more magic to come. Here we learned of the glassing chant and of the timeless chant, which allowed Nursite and Nilai to meditate in a timeless state. Time could pass by very quickly or slowly. It didn't matter. It was just kind of a way of removing yourself from the everyday world for a while. The glassing chant allowed the Nomen to turn the sand walls of their homes, which are underground after all, into glass. Makes it nice and neat and clean that way. Now let's go on now with chapter 21 as we rejoin the Nomen gathered together in something of a war council.
I say we use any and all incense chants that'll do damage to them. Just going out there and fighting like a swarm of bugs is no good. Nudbane looked at us with fire and venom as he spat these words. Nartnose, perched on a tree stump, glared down on Nudbane. You know that the chants of the incense were not meant for warfare or harm, not to anyone, mind you. It normally takes a calm and peaceful mind to invoke any chant of the incense. It would be a rare person in a rare mood who could accomplish anything in the midst of battle.
Well, if not that, what? Nola asked, giving her husband Nartnose a penetrating look.
Nola, I just don't know. We've been successful about half the time and caught them with the robes over their heads, and their ability to outguess us has never been perfect. We hit them hard and run for the woods. But now,
Nilai stood.
Maybe we've been thinking too much and not acting as the whim guides us.
Nartnose shook his head.
You could be right, but 4 straight attacks where we just walked right into them? We fight quicker and dirtier than any others in this part of the Valle. No, they're not out fighting us. They're wearing us down with these surprise attacks.
Nilai continued.
Look, we could give up on our dream of clearing a safe zone 5 miles west into the Il Serrohe desert and just keep them out of the Nowood. But if we give up our safe zone and then turn around and give up the outer northern eastern fringes of Nowood, we'll soon be living on the steeples. No! Nilai, hell no! We keep at it. Maybe they're planning on us giving up, and we'll get 'em this time.
Usually these meetings of all the Nomen, I would watch and listen in my position as a young adult. It would be many more winters before my smooth face would break out in the heavy whiskers of middle age and responsibility. But something struck me. Perhaps the heady mixture of everyone's significance made me bold. Excuse me, but one so young shouldn't interrupt, but maybe if we strike in a new way, we could leave from the far northwest end of the Nowood, circle west out into the desert, and approach the Sorai village, driving them right up to the eastern rim of the cliffs, allowing them to escape to the north, toward the backside of the Peralta steeples. We always attack from our northern edge, right across the seared meadow. I stopped, ashamed of myself for such presumption. Nartnose stared at me intently. I expected the worst.
Now there you are. Somebody that doesn't give up and allows his mind to wander. I say let's do it.
Yes, yes, many voices chorused. I couldn't have been more shocked. I looked around to see if Nether-Air had been watching. Let's go on to chapter 22. With a morning of bickering, many changes of mind, and carrying on, 100 Nomen gathered supplies and strapped on body packs ready for hiking and battle. Even though each person was supplied to his own taste, much borrowing and trading would transpire during the trek. Nether-Air, along with 3 others gifted with healing by using herbs the Peralts had given, left us with us to care for the wounded, but they stayed well behind the front lines of warriors moving out. As the afternoon sun stirred up dank scents of decaying leaves, we headed due west for the bottom edge of the Tome steeples. From there we would skirt along the steeple's foothills to meet the edge of the Knowood as it angled northwest, with Lunatic Peak to the south. At this point, the steeples shrank to mere anthills. From there, Il Serrohe Desert lies to the north, and the tower on the cliffs to the east. "Come on, Noman! We're off to kick a few sore-eyed butts and quiet their jangling bells for a time." Nark-Nose bellowed and guffawed with relish, striding through the thickening woods with loping steps. And so off they go. And we'll see what happens next when we rejoin for Chapter 23. See you later. Bye.